So move to this now. The country's still reeling from the weekend's massacres. But for the city of Cape Town, mass shootings are nothing new. Almost on a weekly basis, there's a shooting in one of its townships. Let's get more from our reporter, eNCA's Nobesuthu Hejana in Lavender Hill for us this morning. Nobesuthu, good morning to you. And that's the reality, right, of the province and the city, that every other week there seems to be a mass shooting, a capacity that is almost burdened when it comes to police because they have to constantly look out for a possibility of a mass shooting in various townships within the province.
Certainly, Dumela, and in fact, a lot of people in the Cape Flats have been complaining about the lack of police visibility here in Lavender Hill. I was just talking to the community leaders who were telling me that just yesterday 3 bodies were found, but I'm just going to get more information from community leader Howard, who has been mobilizing the community. They've been marching to police stations seeking for assistance. Howard, just tell us about the reality of the people who are staying here in Lavender Hill, especially when it comes to crime and gang violence.
Yeah, I think the community is really traumatized at this present moment. I think what's happening in the Lavender Hill area itself is that we are not safe in the whole community, and we feel like enough is enough. The crime, the shooting and all these negative activities have to stop in the Lavender Hill community itself, because our kids is not even safe. This week our kids is going to school again, so we are quite frustrated what's going to happen while the kids is walking to school and coming back to school. And we commanding the gang lords and the gangsters itself to look, because it's our own kids, it's our own children that's doing all these funny things itself. I think we lost enough people, we lost enough family members, and the police is taking their own time. Simple police station is corrupt. They're basically working with the gangsters itself. They are being paid by gang lords itself.
And it's something that you were also mentioning earlier, that a lot of people in the community, they refuse to speak to the police because they fear for their lives. As community leaders who are not CPF members, who are not neighborhood watchers, how safe are you then with what you've been doing in the community?
Myself, as you can see, as what I'm saying, I'm not 100% safe itself myself, because they're using electronic devices also, like computers and stuff like that, that basically know where I am, what I'm doing and stuff. And I reported these to the police station, and up till now they're doing properly nothing, especially in a place like Cuba Heights where I'm staying. These people is basically focusing on this, and they know exactly where crime is taking place, where everything is taking place itself. So I'm not feeling safe. Even the policemen themselves, they're not. I'm talking about the honest policemen. They are not even safe itself.
Right. We also want to bring in Natasha, because Howard Dumela was telling me that the gangsters last month or 2 months ago, they agreed to cease fire, but shortly after that, the shootings continued and they were still fighting over turfs. Natasha, you were telling me that you lost your brother last month. He was killed during a shooting. Just tell us about that day.
When I ran out, when the shooting took place on that day, that was the 23rd of June 2020, the afternoon. When I ran out and I hear the shoots going on, I see my brother laying there with the red pants, and I know it was him. But the car come past and stop by him, and that is the time they did him 10 times. Why must he go like that? Why he must die like that? Because he wasn't a gangster. He didn't walk with guns and everything. Why the culprit doing that to him? I just want to find out what can we do, because there's no arrest yet made it.
Thank you very much, Natasha. Well, Dumelo, a lot of concerns have been raised by community members about how gangsters and criminals have easy access to guns. They're not sure where they're finding them, because they're saying that even though they try to report these matters, they still don't trust the police who are handling these cases. So that's the reality of the people in the Cape Flats in the Western Cape.
Yeah, and Nobesuthu, I mean, just listening to the family member narrating what happened to her brother, you can hear the long-lasting psychological, emotional effects of crime and these senseless killings, and loved ones have to live with this, and some of them don't even get closure, and I suppose that's also a knock-on effect on our communities. But thank you, colleague, for bringing the story for us this morning. Our reporter Nobesuthu Hejana out for us in the Western Cape. Now.